Did you know you can have your carrot cake without any guilt and support your hair growth too? The answer to that is yes, yes, amen. Carrot cake is my favorite birthday cake, and in today's video, I am making it with all whole foods ingredient that makes a very delicious and moist cake and still support your hair growth goals. So if you're interested to learn how I made it, then keep on watching.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a...
Hello, welcome to the channel. This is Trina Claver, your 4C hair transformation coach. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Well, this is the playlist, Recipes for Massive Hair Growth, where we are growing hair one recipe at a time, one bite at a time. And I'm so glad you're here because why? This is a celebration. I am an April baby, so I'm celebrating my 60th birthday this month on April the 19th. And because of that, I am bringing the diet transformation for massive hair growth to you at a discount for 60% off for the rest of this entire month. So if you have not gotten your copy, you can scan the QR code or you can click the link in the description box where you can choose between the ebook or the MP3 download that comes with an exclusive resource page, and it just depends on how you like to learn. So if you've not been on this channel, this playlist is designed to support the ebook, right? Because I know we've talked about your diet being the foundation for hair growth. It's really good to have a hair routine, but if your diet is not bringing the nutrients to the follicles that it needs to be able to push that hair up out of your scalp, then all of the other things is a wash, right? And it becomes more and more important because I know the most of my subscribers are at my age group where we're dealing with either perimenopause, postmenopause, or you postmenopausal like myself. And it becomes more and more important at you being smart about what you put in your food. Now, the recipe that I'm doing today, and I know you know because it's a carrot cake based upon the thumbnail, that is my favorite dessert. And I know I've been notorious for usually buying the cake from stores or going to a restaurant, but I do know that the seed oils that they're using definitely cause inflammation, and it just really keep your hormones out of balance. And being at this stage of life, your hormones are out of balance anyway. And that is why I'm doing this. Now, for those of you that are interested in contributing to this playlist, if you would send me an email about some of the recipes that you like and you would like to see me tweak them a little bit, to transform them a little bit, coming up with better ingredients, I would love to know what that is. If you would send me, I'll put my email in the description box, and it's across the screen as well for you to do that. But I chose this because it is my favorite. And so we're going to get into the recipe, and I put everything in there that it's all whole foods. First of all whole foods, every food that what God has made is in this recipe. Then you don't have to worry about any chemicals, preservatives, dyes, or anything like that. So we're going to jump right into the recipe and let you check it out. So grab your pen, grab your paper, but of course, you know, I'll always make it available to you so you can get you a copy of it if you just chose to do that as well. So let's check out this recipe. I started prepping for this recipe by soaking 2 cups of raw cashew nuts and 10 mature dates for 24 hours. I leveled the water just above the content to accommodate for swelling. Now, in hindsight, I should have used my high-powered Vitamix blender, but obviously I wasn't thinking. So, if you have a high-powered blender, you can actually use it, and you shouldn't have to soak the nuts no more than 1 to 2 hours. Now, did you know cashews support hair growth? It prevents hair loss, improve hair texture and shine. Well, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am, because cashews contain selenium, zinc, copper, and protein. Now, as for the dates, they also promote blood flow to the scalp, strengthens your hair follicles, and potentially reduce hair loss due to their high content of antioxidant, iron, and B5 vitamins. Now, these two ingredients alone supports massive hair growth. Now, another ingredient I prepped was the pecans. I roasted 1.5 cups of raw pecans for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Now, did you know that pecans contribute to healthy hair through their rich nutrient profile, including L-arginine, which promotes blood flow to the roots, and omega-3 fatty acids that nourishes your hair follicles, potentially leading to a stronger, shinier hair and reduces hair loss. Now, finally, I prepped the star of the show, the carrots. I use organic carrots, where I shredded 3 cups of raw carrots for this recipe. And also, did you know that carrots also in your diet contribute to healthier, stronger, and shinier hair? Well, due to their rich contents in beta carotene and vitamin A, those nutrients support the health of your hair follicles, and your scalp. Now, be sure to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Now, to prepare the dry ingredients, I sifted 1.5 cup of oat flour and 1.5 cup of chickpea flour. Sifting the flour keeps the cake light and not compacted. That's what you want, your cake to be light and not compacted. Now, also, did you know that organic whole grain oats to your diet can contribute to hair growth? Well, it can. It supports hair thickness and elasticity by providing essential nutrients such as potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, and antioxidants to protect your hair from free radicals. And the chickpea flour made from garbanzo beans also support hair growth because it's rich in protein and iron, which are very essential for hair growth and strength. And it also provides other essential minerals like zinc, copper, and selenium that nourishes your hair follicles. Now, to the flour mixture, I added 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, a half teaspoon of nutmeg powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of clove powder. And for the wet ingredients, in a separate bowl, I added 1.5 cup of coconut sugar, 3 whole organic egg for the protein, 1/3 cup of avocado oil, 3 cups of shredded carrots, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1.5 cup of toasted pecans. Once blended, I simply folded the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, and you don't want to over mix it by using a mixer because that will compact the cake too much. So you want it to come out light and very moist, and that is about the consistency that you want before adding it to your baking dish. Now, as you can see, the baking dish I'm using are 2 6.5 by 8.5 inches, and before I lined them with the parchment paper, I greased them with coconut oil because these pans were new from the dollar store and I didn't trust how well they truly were non-stick pans. So you may not have to do that with your non-stick pans. So now it's time to bake the cake for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And look at that. Look how beautiful they turned out. So now that they're cooled off, I can go ahead and add the frosting. Now, I did make the frosting simply by blending the soaked cashew nuts and the medjool dates. Unfortunately, I somehow deleted that footage of me making the frosting, but the process is very, very simple. Using your blender, preferably a high-power blender, you just blend it until it's very, very smooth and creamy. As you can see here, it's very, very creamy. The only additional ingredients to the frosting was 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, just to give it that cream cheese tartness, of which that is optional. And of course, you can have it without any additional toppings, but for me, I like to add nuts. I'm adding the rest of the roasted nuts and a few walnuts, another one of my favorite nuts. So you can use whatever nuts you like, and I'm also going to garnish it with a few of the shredded carrots. Now look how beautiful it turned out, and I cannot wait to dig in.
Happy birthday!
Okay, happy birthday to me and to you. I cannot wait to dig in to this wonderful carrot cake. So this is the big test to see if it's delicious as well as moisturized. Okay? Okay. So let's dig in to this. Let's see, I don't know how I want to cut it. I guess I'll do it in the center. Oh, look at that. Wow. That look delicious. Look at that. Look delicious. And let's just taste it and see if it's moist and delicious. Oh man, this is so good. Oh my gosh. This is much better than using granular sugar. And the roasted pecans was perfect. And of course you can use your favorite nuts, but between pecans and walnuts, those are my favorite nuts. I wish you was here to taste this with me. Oh my God. This is so good. So if you're interested in doing this recipe, of course the link to it is in the description box. Just log in and you can download the recipe. Very simple. There's no nasty stuff in this. And every ingredient in this recipe will help support your hair. Like I said, growing hair is really about nutrition, and you do need to have a hair routine. You gotta have both, right? Man, this is so good. Just one more bite. But like I said, if you like this video, definitely leave a comment. Let me know if this is one of your favorite recipes. Changing out the ingredients, making sure you're using whole foods so you can decrease inflammation that's impacting your ability to grow hair. I talk about all of that in this book. Everything that I do on this playlist is supporting the inflammation and making it very easy for you to tweak your diet so that not only to grow hair, but for your overall health is so important. And especially as we grow older, what you put in here becomes more and more and more and more and more important. I can't say it enough. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, leave a comment, share it with some of the friends that you know could benefit from this playlist as well as my entire channel, because we're doing everything naturally and we are going to be taking care of our hair with one recipe at a time, one bite at a time. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next video. Be blessed.